Instagram, on Facebook, on Periscope, on YouTube, and Twitch. Welcome again. My name is Neni Carolina Chacin, and this is Songversation, where I sing and coach. And I am a professional jazz and gospel singer. I am also a software engineer and a coach for your business and your life, where I can automate your business and optimize your life and business. And so we have been doing this. I have been doing this since the beginning of April, as a result of this whole world situation that we are all stuck in, all kinds of turmoil, pandemic, social unrest, fear, and all the things that are going on in the world, economic turmoil. Everything is up and down, and we need to make the best out of it, prepare and optimize and automate and give the best of ourselves to get the most out of this moment, the most out of these times, the most out of this condition that is going to continue changing and continue evolving and has us all in like a cat. Right? So my name is Carolina Chacin, and I am going to sing a song for you first, like I always do. This song I learned in Paris. It's a blues from Ernestina. And this song is very appropriate for this time. And I'm just going to start singing. I thought I would play you the track, but then I figured I would sing you the song anyway. Heaven's blessings to all mankind, understanding, peace of mind. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Oh. Would you show the world how the world can get along? Peace is gonna enter when all the hate is gone. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Oh yeah. I lie awake nights thinking about the troubles, yes I do. And my answer is always the same. That this man can put an end right now to this damnable sin. Hate is gonna put the world in flames. Sure, you're gonna be ashamed. All because I'm down here in so much misery. I don't beg for no sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Send me someone, to love. And today, the theme is love, peace, and business. So I wanted to talk about this today because there's a lot of things going on, and some of my coaches have been going through some difficult times, and I wanted to talk about this. There are difficult times in every business. There's backstabbing, there's disloyalty, there's misuse of funds. There's all kinds of things that can happen in a business. But in the business or in your life and in everything in general, if you do things with integrity and with the value of helping others, with the value that what's best for others is best for you, with the value and the concept that whenever you give, you're going to receive, even if it's not right now, then things will be in a very more peaceful way, and things will be handled in a different way. You always have to protect yourself. Always beware, trust, but verify. But it's always important to keep your integrity and your values up front. There was a coach I met in Germany a couple years ago. And he was saying how he did a deal and he kept his word to give 18% to those who would send him the deal. And even though he didn't have to, somebody referred them to them, and a person that was very rich had referred him to this deal. And he said he went to the office and anyway gave them a check after meeting them for dinner. And he said, "What is this?" They said, "No, this is the money that I got a deal for $8 million, so here's your check." And the person was surprised. These are, among business people, you may refer something, but if you have a word and you actually honor your word, even though it could be a lot of money, that will actually save the relationship for the future. These examples of moral values applied to business based on this particular coach was a coach that believed that had Christian values and did all his business based on Christian values. And I was very impressed by his values and how he conducted himself. And this is valid also for relationships and transactions in life, right? Right now, I give you a hand because I know it's going to be good for you. This is going to get back to you. There's a lot of people that have helped me throughout my life. And I know that there are different seasons of our lives. There could be a season for reap the things that you sow, to reaping all the different things that you planted, seeds that you planted in the past. And there are seasons where you're just planting and planting. That this time of giving, but you know that you're going to reap what you sow. So in business, you have to do the same way. Life and business, you give. I've given so much over the years, and there have been seasons where it's time for receiving, and sometimes it's hard to ask, and sometimes is your pride may get in the way, but it's okay to ask. And sometimes there are the wrong people to ask things. Sometimes those people that you may ask for help may use that against you. But you just have to be very careful and find the peace and love, and have that love and peace guide you into which person you could really ask for help, or you could really give your help that is not going to backstab you, turn around, and hurt you. And I can tell you in my life, whenever this has happened, that has backfired to myself, I always had a sixth sense in my gut. If you feel that you shouldn't do this, but nonetheless you did it, usually it backfires. So make sure that when you have a gut feeling, when you see the values up front, it's very hard for people to change that quickly. People can change. I believe people can change. I believe if I didn't believe people can change, I wouldn't be a coach or counselor like I am. I believe that teaching and getting people aware of of information that they didn't have before, they could actually do better decisions and better actions and always become the best for yourself. If you didn't believe in the fact that I know that you can be the best that you can be and be a better person, then I wouldn't be doing what I do, coaching. But it's true that at the beginning, if you see a value that's very tight and very integral part of your being, of the other person that is going to drive their decisions and their actions, it's very hard to change the values. You can change ways of doing, but changing the values is very difficult unless they have a life and death experience or a very, very challenging experience that makes them wake up and change radically. So that is very important in love and peace. So be guided by love, be guided by peace. How can you be guided by love in business? So you can be guided by love because love is unity, love is integration, love is acceptance and forgiveness as well. So you can always forgive, right? But always know the lesson. You can forgive any action that has been done, but then you take the actions that can remedy any issue that can happen in the future in the same way. So it's sort of like you don't forget, right? So then if you don't forget that this situation can repeat in the same way with the same similar conditions, If you don't forget that, then you prepare yourself. That's what I've been talking all this time since April about preparedness. Prepare yourself. Get ready. Get the information. So the more information you have, the better you can take a decision. So with relationships, then this has been happening through all the things that I've been studying this for some years now about trusting a relationship. You invest in a relationship as much as that relationship invests in you. Don't go, and then don't, you have to test. You send a message, and then if you receive a message back, then you send a little more, and then you receive a message back, and then send another more. So you go step by step until you test the values and test the trust. Trust is not something just because you like someone or because you like a business relationship or a personal relationship. Just because you like it, it doesn't mean that all of us, just because, okay, I like it, then you have to give them all the trust. No, trust is something you earn with time, with actions, and with years. Unfortunately, it does require time. So that's where peace comes into place. So love is about accepting, forgiving, including, and giving a chance. But peace is to be patient. Be at peace. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be anxious. Just be at peace that things will come at the right time, at the right place. And my coaches always says, you're never behind, you're never ahead, you're always right where you need to be. And this time is right where we need to be, learning all the things that are happening around us. Like the song was saying, we need somebody to love. We need all the world to love around us. But we also need to understand that there's hate from some people that is accumulated. And how do we reconcile that? Until we have no hate, until we have only love and peace, we won't be able to make rules based on that. We'll be making rules based on fear, based on hate. Nothing, no decision, no action, nothing that is based on fear can come to a positive outcome. This is true forever in the spiritual world, in the material world, in every single world. If you base any action, any decision on fear, it will not work in the long term. Fear is something good for our brain because it's how we've evolved, and fear is how we can protect our bodies, and this is something biological that we're built with. Thanks to fear, then we won't go into flames because we have learned that if we go into near flames, we're going to burn. So we're afraid of the burn, right? Of the pain of the burn. So the same thing with every single circumstance in life. We are afraid of getting hurt. We're afraid of getting burnt out. We're afraid of getting backstabbed. But don't take any decision based on fear. Take a decision based on positive, on the facts, on things that are happening. Protect yourself, get informed, but not based on fear to not go out of the house because you're afraid, because you've been told for so many months, for so long that you're going to be infected by some virus or some disease. The fact is, we can more likely die from a car accident when we go out in the street than an actual virus. And there are so many more people dying from other diseases daily that we're not afraid of that. We are blinded to that. But because now we have data, we have information, then we're making decisions based on this data. This is great. This is great news. Now we have data. But then get data from other things so that you can also get informed on how you don't have to be fearful of going out and protecting yourself. There have been viruses forever everywhere. I am not giving any medical advice. I am not a doctor. I'm just talking about how fear can affect your decisions and how fear can influence your decisions, for example, to go out of your house because you're afraid you're going to die from COVID. That is not real. No matter what. The body is such a powerful instrument. The body is so amazing. And if we really knew how much our brain power and how much our light is capable of, we wouldn't be afraid of anything. Not to talk, not to do, not to be, not to not do, nothing. We wouldn't have any fear. But we're not aware, all of us, of that. I am a little bit. And that's why I'm talking here and sharing with you. I've been doing these conversations every day because I think it's important for me to share with you the message that I have, that everybody is capable of living their dreams right now, and that living your dreams doesn't mean that you're going to achieve certain goal 10 years from now. It's to live your dreams. It's also to live in the moment, doing something, anything, with joy and love and peace, knowing that you're going to do something better next time, knowing that you're going to be happier next time. And there are moments that are very difficult. I just spent 2 days, very, very, very difficult 2 days with lots of pain, migraine, and cramps. Absolutely mobile. Yeah, hormones are difficult, especially when you're going into the menopause. But it was very, very, very painful. Like I couldn't, literally, it was hard to concentrate. I was trying to hold the pain, like physical pain. I understood the feeling of the people that want to die when they have pain. The older people that are bedridden, that they have pain, and they say, I'd rather die than to live with this pain. I understand that. I understood it when I had cancer and I had a surgery that cut my tongue and cut my neck wide open, like from here to here, wide open the face, cut off my neck, cut off my tongue. My tongue was the size of my mouth inside. And I didn't have anesthesia because after the hydromorphine that they injected me to the machine was off. The machine was unplugged or broken. And the machine wasn't working. So after surgery, after they cut off, just like the movies, when you see the movies that they cut the people raw and then they leave it open and, people scream and stuff. Well, anesthesia wore off and I was raw. Tongue cut off, neck cut off, all the layers to the bone. It was a horrible pain. And I kept on trying to scream. I've gone through pain. Sometimes, life has put me in a lot of pain. These past 2 days were horrendous. But still, living the dream meant that I knew it was going to pass. In just one more day, just 24 hours, hold it up, just listen to the coach, listen to JT, listen to this, just listen to things, close your eyes, try to do things, and hold it up and move on. See? So that's very, very, very important to know that living your dreams could be. I was so happy. Guess what made me the happiest person yesterday? So I've been very, very guilty of eating ice cream. I'm not supposed to eat that much ice cream, but I've been very guilty. So my corner store, because of COVID, they're running out of things, running out, and they ran out. I was the only one that would buy a Klondike ice cream, the square one with the hot fudge, chocolate fudge, and the vanilla ice cream. I love that one. The texture, the feeling, everything. I love it. So I would get one as a reward every other day, something like that. And they ran out of Klondike for weeks. And I'm like, where's my ice cream? You don't have it. I was talking to him, teasing him. We had lots of laughs. I made a connection with a business owner. And he would laugh and laugh. I said, you're not making me happy. I would tease him. And after a while, he said, tomorrow we're reloading. They're finally reloading. After many weeks, they ran out of almost everything. And they didn't have my ice cream. I'm like, oh, I tried others. I didn't like them. So I was waiting. I was suffering. And I had this pain for 2 days. And I said today, you know what? I just need any ice cream, just whatever. I need something. And when I get there, the freezer was full of Klondike. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, yes. And he was so happy to see me happy. And he was laughing and smiling. And he's like, yes, because he got it only for me because when they supplied the whole ice cream for the whole individual ice cream, they didn't bring that one. and it was full. So he had to do a special order just so that he would get that one stacked for me. And I'm the only one that buys that one, I'm pretty sure. So I was so happy. You can't imagine. I ate that, and I was surprised because I wasn't expecting I was going to have my favorite ice cream. And that was living my dream, eating my favorite food ever, ice cream. Those who know me, ice cream is my weakness. You would see me at a gospel choir with a little ice cream thing in my back because I need some energy before you do 2 hours of jumping and dancing. So I would have an ice cream and I would eat it before choir. But this is what really represents living your dream, doing something every day in the present that makes you happy and makes you joyful and makes you at peace. I came home, I was like, oh, I ate it all. I can't have another one. I can't have another. So I'm waiting. I'm not going to have one today, but I may have one tomorrow. But this is what love and peace, how you can use love and peace to live your life. And with that, you can feel that you live your dreams because you have love and peace in your heart. When things go wrong, when somebody stabs you, when somebody's telling you things that they don't even understand, and I've received some messages this year that were, and I prayed about it. I stay in peace. I stay in love. I send love, and I just patiently reply, explaining or not. But I know what the truth is. We all know what the truth is for us, for you, in business and life. And when somebody says something that is not right, that is not the truth, it really angers you. But don't let anger consume you. Don't let that consume your life. There was some people when you interact with them, they may be in a different frame of mind, and when they listen to you and you respond back, they're not listening to you. They're actually listening to their anger and their thing, and they put filters on top of the words, and they'll change them in their mind. And then when you talk to them, when they're peaceful and quiet and more open, and you said, oh, I said this, oh, I understood this. So sometimes misunderstandings come because the other people are not in the same point of peace and love. So it's important for us to spread that peace and love so that it gets contagious, because feelings are contagious as much as the viruses, and they're more contagious than viruses without even touching people, right? The kindness is contagious. I saw a message a long time ago. I think it was before 2010 when Dr. Wayne Dyer was alive. I saw him, I think it was the first time I saw him in Ellen. So I saw Wayne Dyer speaking at Ellen, in the Ellen show. I can't remember which year it was, but it was there. And I saw him speaking, and he said, did you know, and he was saying, we just need to do more acts of kindness. And do you know that when you see or watch somebody else receive an act of kindness, in your brain and all your metabolism and all your chemicals in your body happen the same way as the actual person that is receiving the kindness? This is an amazing discovery. You can look it up online. It's a real study that they did. The person receiving the act of kindness, all the different chemical reactions inside their body are exactly the same as the chemical reactions of the person observing the act of kindness. And the same thing, the people observing the acts of pain, right? So if you know this, that you biologically feel the act of kindness, if you're just observing, when you share an act of kindness on Facebook or on social media, when you share the good news and share good things, then other people can actually feel it by observing it. And of course, haven't you seen what's happening? But when all the media has shared all these horrible things about some illness that is killing people and all these bad things that are happening to people, how do you feel? You feel the same thing. It's the same thing. So just like the negative thing is happening, we can also spread love and peace and generating the opposite reaction. I just joined a new challenge with one of the media queen in Australia. She has a little page called the Good News Challenge, the Global Good News Challenge. And the challenge is you go in there, you say 3 things you're grateful for every day. It's a 7-day challenge. You say 3 things you're grateful for. You say your name, what you do, and you say a good news. It could be a good news about your life, your business, the world, anything. And you share it with others. And imagine the trickle effect of this. So I am so happy to join her. And I just started. I was procrastinating a few weeks ago when she asked me, and then finally I promised her I started. So I started yesterday. And I was grateful and shared the good news, the pain's gone. But in any case, this is how we can share peace and love. And before we finish, I wanted to sing you another song. Let me see here. Another song by Whitney Houston that you all are familiar with. You're all familiar with this song. And you can join me to sing together if you know it, of course. I believe the children are a future. Teach them well and let them be their way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. Never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, I can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love. This is my message of love for you all. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for following. If you want to know more about my coaching and my engineering and what I do, go to automateyoursuccesscoaching.com. You can find all kinds of resources there for COVID and meditations and books and everything for you. You have free consultation. You can send me a message, ask me any question. I reply to all the messages. Send me a direct message if you want to. If you want a private message, I'll also reply. Follow me on social media as Neni Chacin. And if you want to be part of a special group, Neni Chacin in social media, and Instagram, and YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, everything, and LBRY also.com. There's another video library. All my videos, I go to my YouTube channel, listen to the other messages. I am continuing the Guide for Entrepreneurs next week, the episodes that I started just before COVID, and I'm going to continue those episodes on the Thursdays. And what else I wanted to say? You can always go to Amazon to get all my music. If you like my song, my singing, all my music is out there in the music stores, in every single music store. You can go to Apple Music and Amazon and Deezer and Google Play, everywhere. And lastly, if you want to be part of my Facebook group called Neni Chacin Coaching. You can also be part of that. I'm going to release once a week, every Friday, a special exclusive content on that group. So join my group, Neni Chacin Coaching, if you want to. It's a private group for the people that I've coached and people that want to have some exclusive information from me. And I'll be releasing a new video every Friday. Thank you so much for listening again, for being there for me. And I hope that you can continue the day with peace and love, and that this information that I gave you some guidelines and strategies to live your day better and live your dreams right now. Goodbye.